tournament on the channels, and visit WPYBL.com to order your individual and team highlight films from the season, official Premier League clothing, tournament information, and more.
This is absurd. I just need to know which one of you is going to fix this.
Hey, don't look at me. Everything was fine until the electrician got here.
No way. I had everything under control until the plumber showed up.
Oh, hey babe. You need anything?
Just go upstairs, Ed.
Tired of the blame game? Call Cardinal, your one-stop shop for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fort Atkinson High School. I am Steve Witterhack, and time now to bring you another of our Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League games live from the Premier Buckets Court here at Fort Atkinson High School. Battle Line Films doing the video streaming. I'm Steve Witterhack bringing you the play-by-play. And we're with some 8th grade basketball teams here. Brookfield East taking on Waunakee. Brookfield East, the Spartans in the blue uniforms out there, and in the light gray uniforms, that would be Waunakee. Looking forward to bringing you a couple more good games here tonight. As soon as this one is done, we'll have Brookfield East playing again, and they'll be taking on Fort Atkinson, the host team, in that ball game. And we all want to see some great basketball. We all want to see the Packers beat the Bears coming up tonight. That's all we ask. We don't ask for much. So we'll see what happens with that. But seeing a lot of great basketball. I've been here since about 7:45 this morning. Came in during the storm this morning. It was all icy and everything here this morning, and here we are. What time is it now? 4:38. So it's been a long day of basketball, but enjoyable. A lot of great basketball, all the way from the 6th grade team that I saw, and then The 7th and 8th grade teams are just amazing, the difference between 6th grade and 8th grade, how much those kids grow in those 2 years. But looking forward to a couple more good games and then hop on the road, head back to Waupun. So Waunakee wins the tip, but then ball is turned over. And we are sort of off and running 3 seconds into the game here at Fort Atkinson High School. Brookfield East, like I said, in the blue uniforms with the basketball right now. Corey Miller gets the ball, and he takes it. Nobody's going to turn around and stop him, and he goes, hey, nobody's going to stop me. I'm going to go right to the basket, and he did. Everybody had their back turned guarding other people except for Corey Miller. Here we go, Spartans with the basketball. Drive along that left side. That one rolls out, no good. Jack Holland on the miss on that one, and Waunakee with the ball now. Long shot, that misses everything. And Jacob Withrow gets the rebound. Well, Spartans with the basketball. 3-point shot on the way, and that is put in from Jacob Withrow. Had the rebound the other end, comes back down here, gets the 3-point basket. 3-2 the lead now for Brookfield East. Ollie Meinholtz with it. Over to Henry Adler. Niall House with it. Now the ball taken away, and here comes the Spartans. Being chased by Finn. I don't know if he knew all the pressure coming behind him, but he didn't look like it, and he puts it away. Nice job there by Henry Miles on the breakaway, and just leisurely puts it up. There's a guy swatting all around him, and no one stopping Ollie Meinholtz over on that right side of the basket. He gets a nice pass and easily puts it in. Brookfield East back with the basketball. A tough shot there. Contested, no good. Henry Adler pushing it up now for Waunakee. That one, the ball is lost, and East comes up with it. They're going to take their time this trip down the court. Early going of the ball game here with Brookfield East leading by a score of 5-4. The throw backs off. Decided not to quite attack the basket yet. Back over to Withrow. Throw up another three. That's no good. A race for the basketball, and it's going to be Waunakee basketball. A nice gym here, beautiful facility here, something to be proud of here at Fort Atkinson High School. Huge gym. Got 3 full-court basketball games going on throughout the complex here. Nice pass inside, and there's going to be a travel. Nice cut through the lane, though, by Henry Adler, but the only problem is he didn't dribble, take that one power dribble to the basket, and ends up hopping with both feet and gets called for the travel. And East going up toward the basket and coming up short on that shot was Jack Holland. Waunakee gets the rebound. Five for the lead now for Brookfield East. Trying to extend it right there on that shot. That is no good. The shot taken by Landon Golden. One and done for Waunakee that trip down the court. Withrow with it, gives up his dribble. Back on a couple of hesitation move, and then a little shove as heading to the basket was number, a couple guys maybe not on my list here. Actually for Brookfield East, might have to check that out at halftime when I get a chance to walk over there. Get the inbounds pass, and a nice little move right to the basket, and finishing on that shot was Jack Holland. 7-4 the lead now for Brookfield East. Going to be playing back-to-back games, so I can make sure to get everybody's number on here. So I can't have them go on for 2 games. Waunakee down by 3 with the basketball. Drive by on the right side, but that one's going to miss everything. Too strong. And East comes up with a rebound, brings it up the other end. Gunnar Grigg with it down to the corner, and he's going to toss it away, trying to feed his teammate over there by that right block. 3-point basket on the way, and that's going to rim out no good. Battle for the rebound, and Waunakee retains possession and putting it back up and in. Nice job by Waunakee's Corey Miller to get it and just get the crawl over the front of the rim. Nine minutes left here in the first half, and then with a steal heading the other way with it. Here's Henry Adler, goes up, misses the shot, but again, there he is to put it back up and in again is Corey Miller. He's got 6 points in the game. Miller comes up with it again, and just has that little edge on it, but he comes up coming up short. Needed one more dribble towards the basket. And some wholesale changes coming in for Waunakee right now. Jace Hill out there. His first action of the ball game. Murray Chaudhary also comes in the ball game. Eight 7 the lead now for Waunakee in the game. Drive, kind of they opened up the pathway all the way to the basket and going up, taking advantage of that. Was East. And Withrow's going to run the court and get rewarded. Gets the ball thrown up to him after the steal. He's now got 5 points in the game. Brookfield East leading this game 11-8. Withrow gets the steal at half court and overlays it. Then he's got his team right behind him to get it and almost put it back in, but they couldn't quite finish. So Waunakee will take it the other way. Chaudhary gets it and misses on the right side, and just one and done. We're heading the other way immediately. Spartans in a hurry. Now they're going to pull it out, set things up. Withrow has it along the baseline. Little spin, turn around, and back of the rim, no good. East with the rebound, and they get the rebound and try to put it back up and get fouled. And to the free throw line will be Brookfield East. One of my unknown players. Not on the roster that we had that were listed on the internet. So that one crawls over the rim and goes in. Pulling away a little bit. Next free throw also good. So now Brookfield East leading 13-8. Want to keep looking at him. Scored for a while now. Find something, get some kind of momentum going. Didn't cut off on that move on the right side was Johnson. Back out, 3-point shot up, rims out, no good. Withrow gets the rebound for East. Pushing it back up the court. Oh, ball taken away, nice defense, but they thrown away right away back into Withrow's hand, and he's going to come up off the glass, no good. And that's going to stay with East. Knocked out of bounds. So East with the lead and the basketball, leading out 13-8. An inbounds pass, and that's going to get blocked. And battle for the ball, and coming up with it again is Brookfield East. The throw passes up 3 look. Ball is loose, and coming up with it is Waunakee. Cole Johnson brings it up, a little crossover dribble, takes it in the lane. Nice feed into his teammate over that right side. Gets it over to Jace Hill, and he puts it away. Nice job there by Johnson to find him on that first steal, and then to get the bucket on the other end. Has his team back within 3. Well, scoop shot is no good, and it's going to be Waunakee basketball. So 8th grade basketball here on second to last game on the premier court of the night. With 5:26 left, it is Brookfield East leading this game 13-10. Waunakee with a chance to try to tighten things up. Just I need a soda, something to kind of snap me out of. I'll take a Coke, sure. Yep. Okay, so that was a great job by Mike now, but the guy running the tournament here, one of the founders of the Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League, taking care of us here. Game's all tied up at 13 apiece, and the entertainment itself is taking care of itself here. A lot of great games, triple overtime game, a double overtime game. That was just on the premier court itself. Here's a 2-point shot, but that is about 2 feet too long. Now the shot from the corner. Niel House on that shot. But then the rebound on the other side, now a foul, and going to the free throw line will be Waunakee's Ollie Meinholz. First free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Meinholz got a few inches on a lot of players on the court out there, taller player. I've seen some like full-grown men out there too on the 7th and 8th grade levels. Next shot is good. Nice job by Meinholz to regroup and get the second free throw to go. He's got 3 points in the game, and he's got his team to lead now. Waunakee is leading 14-13. 4:34 and counting down here in the first half. Yeah, definitely have to check in and see who number 20 and number 30 are for Brookfield East. Was not on their roster that we were given. So Waunakee taking it the other way. They got the lead this time down the court. Corey Miller with some nice ball handling skills. Shot straight away, 3-point range, no good. Brookfield East with a rebound. Craig Curtis Moore bringing it up the court, and East with the basketball. Corey Miller with it. Should say Corey Miller, number 20 with it. He's one of our unknown players. Foul on Waunakee. So East at the line now, number 30 at the line. That's one of the ones' names we're going to check into. Once you sit down and the game gets going, no time to check anything. Right at halftime, we can definitely do that. Thank you. Yep. We are tied at 14 apiece. Three and a half minutes and counting down in the ball, or in this first half. Three-pointer on the way from the left side, comes up short for Adler, and getting the rebound is East. Some pretty good quality basketball, the games that I've seen so far here today. And ball is saved, but Waunakee comes up with it, even though East does step on the sideline. That'll help them out so they can get back and set up for defense. Checking into the game for Waunakee, Mari Chidari. Ooh, that one off the fingers, those basketball injuries when you jam a finger. You play through it. East with the basketball trying to take the lead this trip down the court. Foul on the floor on Waunakee. Three new players coming on the court for Brookfield East. The Spartans with the ball. We're stuck at 14s. High arching shot. And ball loose, and coming up with it. Good job, good hustle for the basketball that time by Cole Johnson getting to his teammate. And a three-point shot right side is no good. Waunakee gets the offensive rebound. Now they got to get it to somebody. They didn't, and East has it on the fast break. And have to earn it at the free throw line. Good hustle down the court, but still getting a foul is Corey Miller. 2:13 left in the half. Still stuck at 14s. Arch on that one and right through without hitting the rim. He's back with a lead in the ball game. That one comes up a little short and bounces out. Getting the rebound, Chase Hill. Waunakee with the basketball, trailing by a point now, 15-14. Oh, ball tapped away, and here goes East the other way. Going to get an easy two. Get it in the lay-in, and now a three-point lead for Brookfield East. You can Waunakee pay, being a little sloppy with the ball. On to 140 and counting down to the first half. Again, more good defense by Brookfield East and heading the other way. And coach not happy for Waunakee right now and how his team is playing and giving up the ball. You're being a little sloppy with the ball. So Waunakee with the ball, but they're trailing by 3. They've been sitting at 14 for a little while. Nice drive to the basket there. Good job. Looked like he's going to pass the ball to the right and then just made a beeline to the basket. Corey Miller gets the bucket for Waunakee. Waunakee trailing by a point now, 17-16. .2:15 left here in the first half here at Fort Atkinson High School. And way too easy. Coaches don't like that normally either when they get an easy bucket off an inbounds play. So back to a three-point lead for the Spartans. Ball kicked out left side. Three-pointer way too strong. Now somehow Waunakee getting it back in. Ball poked away from Miller. Looks like there is going to be a foul called on Waunakee on that, trying to scramble for the ball down there in the left corner. Spartans trying to extend their lead now, up by 3. He misses everything, and Miller comes up with the rebound, pushes it up along the left side now for Waunakee. Little Euro step past the defender and right to the rack. Nice looking move there by Corey Miller. East throws up a three-point shot, and I looked, that was in the trajectory for a bank shot, and it did go in. That was way too strong, but straight away like that, if you're in line, you might get those bankers, and that's what they got. Now a 4-point lead for Brookfield East. But an immediate answer right at the buzzer. That is good on the shot there by Chaudhary. He puts it in, and it makes it a 1-point lead for Brookfield East as we go into halftime. We'll be back coming up in just a few minutes with the second half from Fort Atkinson High School.
Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League Premier Court games can be viewed on YouTube at WPYBL and Battleline Films. View more video content from each tournament on the channels and visit WPYBL.com to order your individual and team highlight films from the season, official Premier League clothing, tournament information, and more.
Okay, we are back at Fort Atkinson High School. Second half, got things going in a hurry here. Do you get the names? Number switches is what they had for Brookfield East that they did not report to the announcers area here for the video streaming. So I've been missing out on number 30, which is James Malicki, and number 20 being Ty Berry. So we'll have those for you the rest of this half and the next game, too. Got to have them for that as they play the next game right here in this court. Ball's taken away. Waunakee goes on the fast break. Miss and a foul. Going in on that shot was Corey Miller again. Makes things happen out there. He's quick. Attacks the rack pretty good and gets himself back to the free throw line. Puts the first one in. Miller, a solid player out there, and adds to his point total on the day. Free throw also good. Has his team back within a point now, 24-23. Got a timeout of the court back after this at Fort Atkinson High School. Back after that timeout, 24-23, Brookfield East with the ball and the lead in this game. Oh, a nice move inside. Good, strong finish on that one from Jack Holland. Puts his team back up by 3 again. Little back cut and a nice block from behind. A good job there by Ty Berry with the block. Yeah, it's been a great day of basketball here. Numerous schools that they've had games at here at Fort Atkinson. Beautiful varsity and high school facility that they have. With 3 games going on at one time, but we just have one court that is the Premier Buckets court, and that's what we are video streaming throughout the day. 12 games here. Shot comes up a little short of that drive on the left side by Holland. Miller gets it, throws up the three from the right side, comes up well short. Misses everything on it. Brookfield East. Gunnar Grigg gets a rebound. Second half of action here, and Brookfield East with the basketball up by 3. Nice little cut and a curl through the lane. A nice job there going with some conviction through there. A good job by Gunnar Grigg. He gets rewarded. He gets the pass, finishes hard, and gets fouled. So Grigg goes to the free throw line to shoot 1. Has his team up by 5 now, 28-23. Yeah, you get a chance if this comes to your town at all to come and watch some really good basketball, some nice up-and-coming basketball players. Be looking for the Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League. Good job by Waunakee to answer, coming down and getting a quick basket down there, finding Meinholtz. And scoring coming quick, fast and furious now. Henry Miles scores for Brookfield East. Back to a 5-point lead for Brookfield East. Miller gets it. Going to be a 3-point shot from the right side. That one comes up short. Now we're off to the races down the other way for Brookfield East. Little scoop shot, somehow getting it in there. Amazing shot there by Henry Miles. Looks like he was pretty well covered, and he got scooped it underneath the arm of the defender. Off the glass and in. 7-point lead now for the Spartans. Three-point shot comes up a little bit short, and getting the rebound is Henry Miles. Forget you can check out everything Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League by going to WPYBL.com. Check out all the things that they're want to accomplish with this league, the first year of it. I think it's been pretty successful. I've been seeing some really high-level basketball at all ages, from 4th grade all the way through 8th. A little scoop shot there. Withrow misses. And Miller off to the races again. Splits some defenders. Nobody steps in his way, and he finishes strong. Having himself a nice game, Corey Miller. Gets his team back within 5 now, 32-27. That's going to be well short on that 3-point attempt. The battle for the basketball, it's tied up. And it will be Waunakee basketball. Like to squeeze in here just a little closer yet to down by 5. Getting that lead like they had in the first half for quite a bit of the first half. To the perimeter, a 3-point shot. That one is no good. Weak side rebound in the hands of Henry Miles. He'll bring it up now for Brookfield East. Brookfield East plays the last game, and they'll be playing against the host team, Fort Atkinson, in the last game that we have video streaming here. We got a steal heading the other way with it, and that's going to be a block and maybe off of his body besides. Nick Sheehan was off to the races, but nice job catching up to him and getting the block, and then it goes off from Sheehan, who was laying on the floor at that time, and he's out of bounds. It's back to Brookfield East. They dodge a bullet on that one. 32-27 lead for Brookfield East. Going to get it back out on top. Withrow throw up a 3-point shot. Comes up a little short on it. And there comes Landon Golden bringing up court down to the right corner. A little floater on. Nice little looking little shot. Not an easy shot from Cole Johnson. Johnson finishes. Has his team within 3 now. 32-29. That one overlay, but good defense to change that shot along that left baseline. Waunakee with another opportunity to tighten things up just a little bit more. Oh, nice job by Spartans on aggressive defense. Hoping to take the ball right out of the hands of Chaudhry. So East hanging on to the lead yet, up by 3. Drive to the basket and going up and finishing. Ty Berry gets another bucket. Just went up hard and finished. That one too strong on the three-point attempt down in the left corner. But the ball's going to go off the hands of Brookfield East. It'll stay Waunakee basketball. So Miller gets the inbounds pass to set things up now for Waunakee. Just looks for that little crease. If he can find it, something he can just kind of blow through people, he'll take it. Chase Hill along the baseline goes up and under and gets it to go. Didn't expect that at the end of it, but he reaches around the other side of the basket and bounces it off the rim and puts it in. 3-point lead for Brookfield East. I also want to thank Battle Line Films. All the video you're watching right now provided by Mitch and his crew from Battle Line Films. If you'd like to look at maybe individual or team video work done, give them a call. Check them out online, battlelinefilms.com. And they'll be able to give you all the answers to hook you up and give a really nice coverage of your basketball teams or your basketball player. I'd be glad to discuss that with you. There's a ball thrown up by the rim, but that one's going to end up missing. Oh, and hanging in there, just coming up short on that shot. The shot by House. Gave his all, ended up on the floor at the end of it. Still just a 3-point ball game. East with the lead, and now a fight for the basketball. I think falling a little behind because quality of basketball, nice even quality and competitiveness of this court. They've had a triple overtime, and they had a couple of games ago a double overtime. That puts you behind just a little bit when you have that. Yeah, it might be questionable whether I get home in time to watch the beginning of the Packer game coming up tonight, but we'll just take our time. We'll get there in time. Oh, a nice drive on that right side and finishing at the end of it. Wasn't easy. Defenders all along the way, and Jack Holland finishes it and gives his team a 5-point lead. 36-31 in favor of Brookfield East. Another nice block there. Good job on the block attempt there by James Malicki. He did the block, just ended up going off from Brookfield East at the end of it, but did his job on that one. And they get it right into the big guy to Meinholz inside and right over the top that time of Malicki finishes. Back to a 3-point lead. So things are staying close here. Nobody running away. Brookfield East just kind of hanging around, and Waunakee hanging around and staying close in this ball game. Just a 3-point lead, and Waunakee's going to try to tighten it up just a little bit more, maybe tie things up here in this trip down the court. So House will inbound the ball for Waunakee. And Miller will set things up. That one just thrown right away, right in the hands of Gunnar Gregg. The throw has it, gets cut off right top of the key. And a foul is going to be called on Waunakee. Down to 5:33 left in this ball game. And one more game yet on the featured court here with Fort Atkinson taking on the same Brookfield East team that we see out on the court right now. Shot in the corner. Withrow will turn and shoot and misses the shot. And a rebound is Meinholz. And gets in the ball handler's hand to bring up the court with Miller. Pretty sure hands there with him with the basketball. House has it. And 3-point shot is up, and that one is no good. House again with it. Once again, the big guys inside. Now a battle for the basketball, and this is going to be a Looks like Waunakee is going to get called up, and look like that's going to be on Henry Adler is going to get called for the foul. So we're battling for the ball. Maybe you jump on you can jump on the guy's back or anything to try to get the ball. Still just hanging around that 3 to 5 point deficit for Waunakee. Down by 3 now, 36-33. 4:45 and counting down in the ball game. Yeah, foul and heading to the free throw line will be Jacob Withrow. The line a few times in this ball game. And that one hits the back of the rim, no good. Waunakee checking in. Chaudhry comes back on the court now for Waunakee. And sitting down will be Landon Golden. It's free throw, that is no good. Stays a 3-point game. East had a chance, tried to extend that lead a little bit. Come up empty at the free throw line and a full timeout taken. We'll be back with more from Ford Atkinson High School right after this.
Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League Premier Court games can be viewed on YouTube at WPYBL and Battleline Films. View more video content from each tournament on the channels and visit WPYBL.com to order your individual and team highlight films from the season, official Premier League clothing, tournament information, and more.
Okay, welcome back again. Last 4.5 minutes left of this ball game. It's just remaining tight. And a 3-point bucket, and we are tied at 36 apiece. Big shot there from Corey Miller. Puts it in to tie this thing at 36 apiece. Been a while since this game's been tied. And a block by Waunakee. Looks like Cole Johnson might have got his hand on that one. We're across the court, so whoever got it did a great job. And here comes Miller from the right side, and that one bounces around and goes in, and just like that, Waunakee has a 2-point lead. Nice job by Waunakee, just exploding here to finally take the lead in this ball game. And then this one's going to go off the legs of a Brookfield East player that was driving into Withrow. And it is Waunakee basketball. They've got a 2-point lead and the ball. Miller gets it. He's going to travel, call him Miller. He kind of got stuck a little bit on that big. He wanted to turn around and get that pass to somebody. No place to go with it. And ended up traveling at the end of that. Congratulations to the Wisconsin Badger men's basketball team beating the number 2 ranked team in the nation with Michigan at Michigan 91-88 earlier today. We saw a couple of the Krabenhoft kids, Joe Krabenhoft's sons playing earlier here on this court that I'm at, and I'm sure Dad's pretty happy here today, and I'm sure they are too. Yeah, it's been fun. It's, I get an opportunity, and I love watching basketball, love calling games for basketball, and definitely get a great opportunity. Some of these teams are almost looking better than some of the high school teams that I cover out there right now. So some of these teams a lot better. So it's going to be a good future for a lot of these high schools for the players that I've been watching out here throughout the day. I've only called games from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade players here today, but The contact there, no call. Play on. 38-36, and Waunakee's lead. Miller's got it. Down in the corner, three-pointer on the way. That comes up short and over the back of the backboard and out of bounds on the shot by Henry Adler. 2:32 and counting down here in the ball game from Fort Atkinson High School. A very gracious host here today. And want to thank Mike Now, one of the founders of this whole Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League. Been very hospitable and kept us full and hydrated throughout the day. Looks like he's one of them. He just very smoothly goes and runs a nice tournament here. For Stan Damask, who I know very well from being a Waupun guy, and got called all of those games when they went to state, and his son Marcus was on the team, Mr. Basketball in the state. One of the originators of this, along with Dave Richter, who I got to work with when I was down at Pewaukee High School. Yeah, they do a great job. Things just keep on moving along unless you have. The only thing that slows things down is overtime games, and we've had double overtime and triple overtime. Miller makes the free throw. Makes it a 3-point lead now for Waunakee. Yeah, they do a good job, and this is just the inaugural year of the Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League. It's very successful. Definitely they are pairing up, and I think all the teams that come here know they're going to get top-notch competition. That's why you come here, to get better. You got to get pushed a little bit, and that's what you get being part of this league. This morning I got to watch my grandson play a little bit. That was fun. Little drive to the hoop. Nice job reversing directions and going right to the rack with it on that shot by Ty Berry. It's a 1-point lead now for Waunakee. They've got the ball, but hanging on the edge here just with a 1-point lead. Good job trying to steal the ball, but not shoving the player over as you're trying to go get the ball. Pretty obvious when it's just you two in that part of the court all by yourself. So easy call for the officials. Withrow picks up the foul. Corey Miller at the top of the key. Here's Adler. Staying on the perimeter with it. Nursing that 1-point lead onto 120 and counting down in the ball game. Miller gets it blocked going against two taller players on the way to the basket. And Brookfield East comes up with it. They can take the lead this trip down the court, and time out of the court. Back after this at Fort Atkinson High School.
Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League Premier Court games can be viewed on YouTube at WPYBL and Battleline Films. View more video content from each tournament on the channels and visit WPYBL.com to order your individual and team highlight films from the season, official Premier League clothing, tournament information, and more.
Here we go, last 1:05 and another close game here and a threat of overtime. We've had it a few times here today on this court. Double overtime, triple overtime. 1 minute and counting down. 1-point lead for Waunakee over Brookfield East. How's this one going to end here in the last 50 seconds? Withrow has it. Passes up the look. Dribbles off to his right. Phillies taking their time. They've got time. But they're the ones that are down right now by a point. Going to get it over to, coming up a little short on that shot. Ty Berry comes up short. And House comes up with a rebound. Then he's going to get fouled. And Waunakee with the ball now. It's still only up by 1 point. What a ball game. Oh, then they find all alone looking, nobody covering, but the shot not going in for Meinholz, but Waunakee still has possession of it. 22 seconds left. Waunakee with the basketball, inbounding on their end line. 1 point lead, leading Brookfield East. Brookfield East has to play the next game, too. That we'll have for you. And that will go off the hands of Jacob Withrow. A little frustrated and haul that one in. And counted down here, and a little trouble getting the ball into somebody, and ball's tapped away, and Brookfield East has it with 17 seconds left and trailing by 1. And another timeout to take, and let's just talk about the next tournament that you're going to see with this the whole tour that we're doing with the Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League. And that will be coming up 2 weeks from today. It'll be up at Hortonville and at De Pere. De Pere and Hortonville will have it, the Champ Center and the Gateway Sports Academy, and that's where the next stop will be for the Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League. And team's going to a little tour around the state. They've been over at Wisconsin Dells. They've been over at Pewaukee. A few other places that they've been to in the same weekends, and then to keep things moving along by going there in 2 weeks. They've got 3 more weekends yet. Also on February 14th, have it at the Gateway Sports Academy again, and then on the 28th, Neenah, Fox Valley Lutheran, the championships will be up there in the Gateway Sports Academy again. So got a ways to go yet for January and February. But I definitely call this a huge success with what this league has done for these great players and making them all that much better, win or lose. Waunakee gets it back, and then they have to commit a foul, and heading down to the other end to shoot some free throws down here. Waunakee up by 1. Nice thing is the ball's down at this end of the court, but you get it down in a hurry for Brookfield East to have a chance to win this ball game. We'll see what happens at the free throw line, though, right now. Schroedery at the free throw line. Free throw is good. It bounces high off the back of the rim, comes down through the hoop. And that puts Waunakee up by 2 points now, 40-38. Schroedery with another free throw. And that is also good. Hey, free throw's good, no matter if it bounced high or rolled around, it is good. Made them both. And Miller is going to get called for a foul as Withrow was bringing the ball up the court. Not sure where they are foul-wise with that. Another timeout again, but again, the Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League, glad to be part of it. I'm thank Dan DeMass for asking me to do it. And he contacted me a few times over the last 2-3 weeks to see if I was available for this one. Who knows if I will get back here, but I'd like to watch this pretty good quality basketball, even with kids in the 4th, 5th, 6th grade, and then the 7th and 8th graders come out looking like a high school team, a lot of these kids. So yeah, they're doing some good things, and these teams are gaining a lot for being a part of this. And I think, like I said before, it's been a huge success. Dave Richter, Dan Damask, and Mike Now doing a great job starting this up, organizing this, and making it happen. So here we go. We're down to the last 3.1 seconds left in the game. 3-point lead for Waunakee, but the Spartans with the basketball. Trying to extend this game. Withrow gets it. He is going to get fouled again before he can get a shot off. And that puts it down to 2 seconds left here in the ball game. Keep it right here one more time and see if we can finish this thing up. But this is ripe for the picking for being a last-second three-point shot making an extra frame right here at Fort Atkinson High School. We'll see what happens. Well, these teams battling away. I've got to see a lot of great teams come through here. The Wisconsin Lutheran game against Holman was a really nice game. Holman coming from behind, down by 17 points earlier today. And then Holman winning that ball game, coming from behind. I mean, at halftime, they worked their way down within 12 points. Then after that, they started out real strong in that second half, and they had the lead most of the second half, actually. And yeah, so it was a great game right down to the end for Wisconsin Lutheran and for Holman. And Wisconsin Lutheran hadn't lost, but now they lost twice today. I think they lost to Spash, Stevens Point Area Senior High, and also they lost. Oh, now here we go. Down to 2 seconds left. Last 2 seconds of the game. Here he goes. Ball is on the way and a little too strong, and it is Waunakee winning this ball game, coming from behind. They trailed much of the second half, and they win 41-38. One more game to go today. We have Brookfield East playing again. They're going to be playing right away, and they'll be taking on Fort Atkinson in that ball game coming up as soon as they take a few-minute break. But tune in for that again, too, again on the Wisconsin Premier Youth Basketball League Network. Have yourself a good day. Be back with that next game coming up in a few minutes.